aircraft is now less than 50 miles off the coast and still on a course which will bring it close to this city.
Is there time to intercept it with your rocket?
No, at the rate that ship is traveling, it'll be out of radar range before we can get off the ground.
Unless it lands.
Then ground defense will handle it, Bob. Unless Mr. Steele thinks we can help.
Yes, Larry, I do. It's the duty of my department to handle all matters menacing world security. And you're one of my executives. I realize that your work has usually been in the interplanetary zone. In this case, I think you ought to take charge, both on land and in the air.
Very well. I suppose the regular defense network has already been alerted.
Yes, they're standing by until we see what that ship's going to do.
Help me on with my flying suit, Bob. I may have to get into action in a hurry.
Prepare for a landing.
Aircraft has just disappeared from the radar screen as it was passing over the Morongo Hills.
It must have landed somewhere in those hills.
Probably. I'll fly out there and try to find it.
Good. You can get there quicker than the ground forces.
They picked you up on radar. The whole country's looking for you.
That was to be expected. But if we transfer our cargo quickly, we can get away before they locate us. Help him with the boxes. Well, that seems to be all. Take off at once.
Yes, sir.
Get in the back with Shane.
Calling Bob. Calling Bob.
Come in, Larry.
I just spotted that rocket taking off. I can't possibly catch it, but I'm going to check up on what happened where it landed.
Good. Keep us posted.
Okay.
What's happening there?
Someone's on top of the truck. I'll shake him off.
Run under those trees and knock him off. Shane, you and Narab will take the truck to the cave and unload the supplies. Roth and I will be there later to help you, as soon as we conclude our arrangements with Dr. Harding.
Yes, sir.
side door will take us right to his laboratory. Nobody will spot us.
Very well.
What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be delivering those plans.
Yeah, I know, but we got a better deal here.
What are you?
I am Marix, a native of the planet Mars. Perhaps not quite a human being by earthly standards. However, I can assure you that my people are much further advanced in intelligence and scientific achievements than you Earthmen.
Well, what are you doing here?
For some time, I've been in contact with your assistants, Roth and Shane, making arrangements for a project I'm undertaking here. I will need your technical assistance and the facilities of your laboratory.
And why do you think I'm going to help you?
Because I'm in a position to inform your government that you've been selling atomic secrets to an unfriendly foreign power. The results of such an exposure would be much more unpleasant for you than the alternative I'm allowing.
What is this project you're planning?
The orbit of our planet Mars is so far from the sun that climatic and atmospheric conditions there are much inferior to those on Earth. But in spite of these physical handicaps, my people have developed a means of correcting the situation.
You mean you can change the orbit of a planet?
Exactly. But of course, to accomplish that, we must first clear the orbit of Earth's interference. So my mission here is to plant an H-bomb explosion sufficiently strong to send Earth spinning out into space and leave room for my own planet.
That would mean the destruction of the world and everyone on it.
That need not concern you if you are safe with us on Mars, unless you would prefer to await the event in a federal penitentiary.
What would you expect me to do?
We will construct a hydrogen bomb in a well-concealed cave, which I've already selected. The critical materials and the necessary electronic equipment have already been brought down from Mars and are now stored at my island base in the Pacific. I'm moving them from there to the cave in my rocket ship.
Well, then why do you require my help?
Because we will need additional supplies, such as uranium, steel, and other structural materials. We will also require the use of this laboratory to assemble parts of the bomb.
Very well. What comes first?
I will give you a list of what is required. And while you're obtaining these items, I will go to the cave and get the basic construction started.
How long can you guys stay underwater?
Oh, half an hour, perhaps a little longer. The atmosphere on Mars is so thin, we've adapted ourselves to live on very little oxygen.
Is that the last of it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I have another assignment for you. Dr. Harding has learned that a freight shipment of uranium will be passing through this area today. The train of local freight will stop at Parala Junction about 2:15. You and Shane will take over there.
How many men will be on it?
I'm not sure, so you better make arrangements for additional help. Now, it won't be safe to stop to unload the uranium at the junction. Take the train out into the hills somewhere between the junction and Gomez Siding. Find a good hiding place for the uranium. We'll pick it up later with the truck.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to be caught with that map on you. Burn it.
I'll start lining things up.
Very well. I will be in the inner cave. You can report to me by radio.
Right. That does it. You're all set to go.
But that truck may be miles away by now.
Not too far. The signal from that radio sending unit I planted on the truck is still coming in strong. All I have to do is fly down the beam. So far, so good. Let's see what the infrared light brings out.
Why, it's nothing but a railroad map.
Yes, with the section between Peralta Junction and Gomez Siding underlined.
Which means what?
It could mean something's going to happen there, so we better try to find out what. We've got a lot of country to cover, so we better split up the job. You two go to the junction, check on things there. I'll start at Gomez Siding and follow back up the line. Isn't that Bob on top of that freight car?
Yes, when we got here, those men were stealing the train. Bob jumped on it and tried to stop them.
Any way to stop that train?
No, my key's out. They must have cut the wires after they slugged me.
There's the brake. Can you fix it?
I can fix it, but it'll take time.
Maybe I can catch them in a car.
Not much chance. The road only gets near the tracks in a few places.
Is that old tank working?
Yes, we just unloaded it for some farmer who's gonna make a tractor out of it.
Maybe I can cut across country and stop that train.
You'd better try. If it keeps going, you'll crash it through passenger train head on.
Time for that brake wheel. Use those. About time we stop and unload this stuff, isn't it? How'd that get on our trail? I don't know, but they got on us somehow. We're not gonna have much luck in loading a car of uranium with that thing chasing us. Yeah, we better forget it. Make our getaway while we can.
It's too late. The passenger train's already gone through the junction.
Only one more chance now. If I can raise Gomez siding, they can derail the freight there. Jump!
That was too close for comfort. I wonder what it was all about.
I don't know. There must be something on that train they were planning to steal. We'll check with the railroad company and find out.
There is one more source of uranium, but it'll take time to make the necessary arrangements to get it.
And start them at once. We must have uranium for the primary reactor in our H-bomb. Everything must be ready by the time the Earth reaches this position. For that is the point at which the explosion of our hydrogen bomb will alter the Earth's rotation sufficiently to send it spinning out into space. Of course, we must have the work completed well before that date to allow time for our escape to Mars.
I'm not looking forward to this trip to Mars.
It won't be dangerous, and you'll only be there a short time. Our controlled explosions on Mars have already been set. As soon as the Earth's orbit is clear, we'll move Mars in to occupy it. Then we can enjoy the same atmosphere and climate on Mars that you now have here. Our immediate problem is to find a safe place to land the rocket load of electronic equipment that I have to bring in from my island base.
That carload of refined uranium was the only thing on the train of any unusual value.
That's probably what they're after. We still can't take any chances.
Larry Martin's office. Yes, he's here. It's for you, Mr. Steele.
Steele speaking. Yes? Yes. Very well. They just pick up an unidentified aircraft coming in again. It's still a long way off, and you may have a chance to intercept it.
I'll fly out the rocket and try it. Dick, all set?
Yes, sir, you got your orders.
Good.
Hiya, Larry. We're all set.
Good. Let's go.
Ready? Anytime.
Fire pilot jet.
Fire pilot jet.
Fire main jets.
Fire main jet.
Calling Larry Martin's office. Larry Martin calling Mr. Steele.
Come in, Larry. Where are you?
We've just taken off. Is that other ship still on radar?
We lost them behind the mountains back of Lake Emerald. They may have landed there. You better check on them.
Yes, sir.
Setting course for Lake Emerald. comes.
Get this unloaded as fast as you can. I have heard on the radio that there's another rocket searching for me.
Okay. We'll dump it all right here and move it down to the boat later.
Sign of them, but you can hide a squadron under those trees. We'll just cruise around for a while and see if we can pick up something.
All right.
That's all. I'm taking off at once.
Okay.
There he is. They're just taking off.
We take after him?
Yes, but don't follow him too close. All we want to do is find out where he's going. We under control?
Well, just barely. The fuel pressure's dropping. Must have cracked a line.
We can't keep up with him now, and we can't maneuver to get a shot at him. Let's head back to the field.
Okay.
So now our next move is to try to find out what that rocket ship was doing up there in the lake.
You didn't see any sign of a truck this time, did you?
No, there were no roads near the place where it landed, but it was close to the lake. If they unloaded anything, it could be picked up by boat.
There are a lot of boats on that lake.
Yes, and we've got to check them all, so let's go. You two take one side of the lake, I'll take the other.
Right.
That's a load.
Okay, take it away. We'll wait here till you get back.
Right.
Hey, somebody's snooping around our stuff.
We'll be there, thanks. Hey, Bob. It looks like Mr. Steele's campaign to alert anybody handling atomic supplies is paying off. That was the dealer in electronic equipment who reports a couple of strangers asking for some special tubes.
Did he give them to him?
Not yet. He said he'd have the stuff for them in an hour. That'll give us time to get down there and look them over.
Right on the minute. That's the store just ahead. We'll wait here.
There they are. Our two old pals.
Right.
You suppose that's their hideout?
Could be. Looks like they're getting ready to load something in the car. Let's get behind it.
Hey, it looks like a robot.
Hey, it's Martin. Get the car started. I'll keep him busy.
Shall we follow them?
No chance. He'll be gone before we can get to a car. At least we know they have a robot, which they're probably going to use for some kind of dirty work. We'll tell the authorities to be on the lookout for it. I'll see if I can pick it up. That robot's in action already. They just used it to rob the Ferndale Bank.
So they're robbing banks, too.
Yes, and it's the same gang, all right. The police traced the getaway car through town, but they lost it somewhere in the Morongo Hills.
Why, that's where that rocket landed the first time.
Right. So there's a chance they might have headed for the same cave. I'm going to have a look.
Sure that box is watertight? Absolutely. I'll radio Mareks that you've arrived safely. You'd better wait to see if he has any further orders.
Okay.
Get your hands up.
Turn around.
Calling Mareks. Calling Mareks.
Come in, Arab.
Roth and Shane got here with the money all right, but someone has just captured them in the outer cave.
Is the robot still there?
Yes.
Then I'll take over.
Get over by that wall.
Now to finish him.
There's an axe on the box right behind him.
Yeah, that'll do it. Smash the controls on the robot.
Calling Bob, calling Bob.
Come in, Larry.
The gang came to the cave, all right. They got away, but I've got the robot and the money must be here somewhere. Better come out and help me look for it.
You heard that?
Yes. You must stop him from finding that trap door.
They may have hidden in the shaft. There's sure nowhere else around here. I'm going in and find out. How could anyone else have gotten in there? There must be an underwater entrance from another cave, but it was too dark to see. We'll pick up a diving helmet, an underwater light, and try again. We'll take the robot with us. When we examine it, we might find some clue to the remote control operator who's been working it.
I heard all that. We must protect that tunnel entrance at all costs. I'll come out and help you.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think we should construct our bomb in some other location?
No. That cave is at the exact point where my atomic explosion will be most effective in deflecting the Earth's rotation, forcing it out of its orbit so that my planet Mars can take its place.
But if Larry Martin investigates that underwater tunnel...
Don't worry about Larry Martin. We now have a sure method of eliminating him. The robot is in his laboratory. Tonight, you and Roth will break in there and repair it. Then stand by the controls. And the next time Martin enters his laboratory, send the robot into action.
Well, that should solve our problem.
Shane, you will take me out to the cave now. We must be on guard in case Martin returns there before you have a chance to get the robot working again.
Well, everything seems to be in perfect working order. Larry Martin is due for a very unpleasant surprise tomorrow.
Morning, Sue.
Morning.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Everything ready?
Yes, there's the diving helmet and the underwater light.
Seems all right. You got plenty of oxygen?
I think so, but we'll take along an extra tank.
Look out! Throw the main switch. We were lucky that time, but I'm not taking any more chances. While Bob and I are out the cave, you take that thing apart in a lot of little pieces.
Right.
It's no use. I'll warn Mareks. Calling Mareks. Calling Mareks.
Come in, Harding.
The robot attack failed. Larry Martin disabled it.
That means Martin will be coming to search this cave at any time. Tell Roth and Shane to come out here immediately.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any explosives that can be detonated underwater?
Yes. Some of our small TNT bombs would do.
Then get one ready at once. We must set up a booby trap in the shaft.
Yes, sir.
Let's rig this light. Put 'em up. Looks like that blast got Martin. Let's go.
What happened down there? Must have been a booby trap. I fell on something and everything went black. Well, did you find anything down there?
No. If there's any other entrance, it's too well hidden to find.
We probably scared them out of ever using this place again.
I've made arrangements for Roth to take the place of the guard on a truckload of uranium leaving the chemical warehouse this afternoon. He'll manage to have Shane with him.
Good. Once we get that uranium, we can go into the final stages on construction of the bomb.
Stay here. I'll signal you when it's clear.
Okay.
I'm your new guard. Sorry I didn't get here in time to check the load.
Well, it looks okay to me, but you can give it a quick count.
All right. You can go ahead and get your engine warmed up.
This is a stick-up. Pull over. Get out and start walking.
Is that the last of it?
That's it.
You take it and continue your work. I'm going to Dr. Harding.
Yes, sir.
Well, now we have everything we need to complete the H-bomb except the detonator, which is still on the island.
That's radioactive, too, isn't it?
Of course. Why?
Well, it's obvious that Larry Martin has been tracing our recent shipments with radioactive detectors. By now, he undoubtedly has a screen, which will be very difficult to penetrate.
Yes, you're right. It would be too risky to move it through town. We'll have to use the spaceship.
Well, that isn't safe either as long as Martin's rocket's in business.
Then we'll eliminate it.
Well, that won't be easy. It's always guarded.
We can bomb it from our own rocket before it has time to take off. Can you secure some aerial bombs?
Yes, I have several experimental ones here. A new type, small but very powerful.
And our only problem is getting them to the rocket ship.
I've arranged for a foreign submarine to pick up one of my atomic power units in the east end of the bay tomorrow. I can have them take the bombs to your island base.
Good. You must crate those bombs and haul them out of here at once. Then arrange for a boat for tomorrow.
Okay, but you ought to get rid of that truck. It's sure hot now.
Very well. Arrange to get another one. But take the old one away from here.
Okay. Go to town and pick up another truck. I'll meet you out in the canyon. We'll transfer the stuff, and we'll leave the old truck there.
Right.
I've marked all the points where we picked up radioactivity readings on all the trucks. They all follow the same general route.
Yes, all the trails end up on the west side of town.
That's not much help. It'd take too long to search all the buildings in that area.
Sure, but that truck is easy to spot from the air. And if it's still anywhere around there, I'll pick it up.
You better wait till I catch up to you before you tackle them again.
I'm not going to try to capture them this time. I'm going to try to work it so they'll give me a lead to their headquarters. This is a portable radio transmitter, the kind they use on life rafts. It puts out a constant signal, one that can be picked up in a directional receiver anywhere within 100 miles. If I find that truck, I'll plant this transmitter on it. You stay here until I get back. Then we'll start using the small receiver.
There's Martin. Hey, if he hits one of these bombs.
Yeah, you're right. Get the engine started. I'll keep him covered.
I was glad they ran for it. I'm just hoping they take that truck to the headquarters so we can nail the whole gang.
The direction signal's coming in strong. The truck's due west of here now.
Stand by your radio, Sue. We'll keep you posted. Let's go. The signal was almost at maximum, but it's fading now. They must have stopped for a while and started up again.
Could be.
We'll have to turn...
Hey! That looks like one of them now.
There's another boat. Let's take it.
All the evidence points to some illegal atomic project, but we still...
Larry Martin's office. For you, Mr. Steele.
Yes? Very well, I'll be right over. Some officials from Washington are waiting for me in my office. We'll continue this discussion at a later time.
All right. In the meantime, we'll keep trying to find out what they're doing.
Goodbye.
Larry Martin is sure to intercept our rocket if we try to bring it in.
But we must. We have to get that detonator from the island to complete our hydrogen bomb. Martin's rocket must be destroyed.
That'll be a tough job. It's well guarded.
That ray gun you developed, would one of its shells penetrate the hull of Martin's rocket?
Yes, it would go through the hull and burst inside.
And that's our answer. When Martin takes off to intercept our rocket, he will have to fly over Eagle Peak. You and Shane set the gas gun up there. Blast him when he comes over.
Okay, when will your rocket be coming through?
As soon as you get the cannon set up, I'll radio them to start.
Okay.
What's up now, Larry?
That mysterious rocket is headed this way again. I've ordered Dick to take off my ship and I'll fly aboard it. How are you doing, Dick?
Everything's fine. What's the course?
Hold her as she goes. I'll see if I can pick up something in radar.
Right. What's that?
It's fireball. Or gas.
I still don't know what hit us.
It was a gas shell. But we'll be all right if we keep these helmets on until it clears out.
Here it comes.
Central Communications calling Larry Martin.
This is Larry Martin. Come in.
The unidentified aircraft has gone off our radar screen.
Did it land?
We can't tell. It was a long way out when it disappeared.
All right. We'll return to base. That's it, Dick. Let's head back.
Right.
Here's the detonator. Eli said he'd stay in the rocket.
Is the rocket well hidden?
Yes, we covered it with branches. Nobody can spot it from the air.
Good. Nothing can stop us now. It'll only take a few hours to attach this detonator. Then we can all take off for Mars.
Are you sure the rocket can carry all of us and your men from the island, too?
Oh, yes. Now get Dr. Harding. He's going to help me make the final adjustments on the bomb.
Okay.
It's putting out a strong transmission wave.
But that means it's televising a picture of this room right to its control board.
Which is exactly what we want. My indicator will keep me on the beam, and I'll fly right along it to the gang's headquarters.
And if they have their receivers on, they'll be waiting for you with a warm welcome.
That's a chance we'll have to take. Stand by the radio. I'll keep you posted. Calling Bob. Calling Bob.
Yes, Larry.
I'm at the end of the beam, and it's Dr. Harding's house.
What, you mean Dr. Harding is one of that gang?
The robot control panel is certainly in his house. But it'll take some strong evidence to convict a man like Dr. Harding. I'm going inside now, but I'll keep my radio open so that you'll know what's going on.
Right.
What are these men doing here, Dr. Harding?
They're trying to steal some of my designs. They forced me to put them in this briefcase.
Turn around. Stay where you are. I came to investigate your robot control panel, Dr. Harding.
Good work, Doc.
You have any diving gear?
You'll need it going through that water tunnel. Yes, in that cabinet. There are two of them there.
What happened?
They knocked me out. Did you hear anything after that?
Yes, just before they left, they were talking about taking some diving gear to go through the underwater tunnel.
Then there is a tunnel out of that shaft in the cave.
There must be. We better get out there.
Wait a minute. You've got the robot in the car. We've got the control panel here. We'll take it along and let the robot do the fighting for us.
Swell.
Hey, we'll take that diving gear, too. Stop just before you get to the cave and we'll set up the control panel.
Right.
Better stand guard outside until we finish.
Okay.
Sure got him on the run.
That's that. We'll leave the robot there and try that underwater tunnel. Let's get the diving gear. Turn on the air.
You couldn't find anything down there the last time. Maybe I didn't look close enough. There may be some kind of a concealed door.
It's Larry Martin. Take care of him. There, everything's completed. The bomb will explode in 2 hours. By that time, we'll be well on our way to Mars.
What did you run into down there?
There's a shaft in the back end of that tunnel. Somebody came down and cut the air hose. They must have a hideout in there.
What can we do about it?
We can keep them in there until we get help.
Go out to the car and radio Mr. Steele to send some troops with underwater gear.
We're trapped. No, we're not. Where are those gas bombs?
They're right over there, sir.
Get them.
saturate that cave with gas. It won't hurt us, and this diving gear will protect you.
No, we can't risk it. We might be delayed too long.
We have no other choice.
We do. We can shut off that bomb and give ourselves up.
Do you think I'm going to abandon our whole project just when we're on the verge of success?
My life means more to me than your project. I'll shut off that bomb myself.
It'll be another hour before they get here.
Well, all we can do is wait.
Maybe we can catch them.
I'd better fly after them. Sue.
Come in, Larry.
That rocket just took off from the mountains back of Lake Emerald. Tell Dick to take off with my rocket at once. I'll board it in the air.
Right. Calling the rocket. Larry Martin's rocket.
How are you, Larry? Where do we go now? Just hold her as she goes until I pick up that rocket on radar.
Right.
There he is. Firing ray gun. That did it. He's going down.
Swell. Are we following?
That's rough country to land in. I'll fly down. You take the ship back to the field.
Yes, sir.
about the others?
I think they're all dead.
You're in pretty bad shape yourself. Take it easy and I'll call for an ambulance.
No. First, you must stop the bomb.
What bomb?
In the back cave. Through the water tunnel. It'll blow up soon. Destroy the whole world.
How can I get in there?
Turn the rock knob on the left wall. Just ahead of a trap door. Hurry!
That zombie has a fair chance of recovery, but he's still too weak to talk.
Then we'll have to wait before we find out what this is all about.
Not entirely. The papers we found in Harding's laboratory explain why they're building the hydrogen bomb. Its explosion was intended to deflect the rotation of the Earth enough to send it out of its orbit and spinning off into space.
Those zombies must have been as crazy as they looked.
It may sound ridiculous, but it's theoretically possible.
It's certainly lucky you managed to stop them in time.
Yeah, we're safe now.
For the time being. But there are undoubtedly more of those power-mad creatures loose on other planets. So it'll take constant vigilance on our part to ensure the safety of this world.